Okay, so if you watch any of my stuff, you'll know that these are one of my favourite bikes of all time. So much so that this is the same model that I race. This is a 1979 Honda CR250, so Red Rocket. It's called a Red Rocket because of the red engine, and obviously it was supposed to be like a rocket ship and absolutely rapid. And this one has come over from California in the last container a couple of months back, and it's been sat at the back of storage partially because I'd had it earmarked to be kept as a bike for my wife to race, but looks like we've had a change of plans on that, so this one's going up for sale. Really not done anything to it. We've pulled it out of storage today and checked that the engine turns over, which it does with compression. Checked the spark, it's good spark, and then I just spun the carb around and made sure the jets were clear. It was all quite nice. There was a little bit of residue in the bottom of the carb, which I just blew out with an airline, but other than that, not done anything to it at all. So we'll have a closer look at the bike itself. So someone sprayed the tank, which they're an aluminium tank, so they don't rust as such, but they've sprayed it. It's the wrong colour red. It looks like they've just done it in primer just to protect it for whatever reason. So that'd be a nice thing to restore. It's got a couple of little dents in it, but nothing major. Seat's got a tear in it where the seat cover's perished, so you'd need a new seat cover at minimum. The rear mudguard is not the original one. The side panels are, but they've put on some aftermarket Olin shocks, which has meant that the side panels can't bolt to their mount bracket. So that's what they've done to make them fit. The Olin shocks will be a good upgrade, but maybe they weren't the best thing to put exactly in that way. Engine, obviously it turns over. It's got a compression. I've literally just had it running. It went third kick. Looks like at some point someone's put a top end on it, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the head and the barrel has been coated, so that's normally a telltale sign of that having been done while they were off during the rebuild process. The rest of it, like the frame, is the original paint. It's got the original all the original Honda paint on the frame. The frame looks to be in nice condition. All the VIN numbers and everything are there. It's original triple clamps and forks and everything like that. Aftermarket bars, which are possibly slightly bent. There's a little chain guard here. These things are always missing, but obviously that's a slightly different colour as well. So it looks like when they've done the tank, they've done the chain guard too. But it's nice to have that there. Very, very, very often missing. The forks, all the sliding parts of the forks are all in good condition that I have seen. This is what I do. I pull the gaiters down to have a look and just make sure. The gaiters just corroded there, just split. I'm going to suggest it's going to need fork seals. That's what I'd always recommend that people do. And then they've had these little protectors on over the fork lowers, which will mean that what's underneath there should be in great condition. Front wheel is the original front wheel and is in good condition. There's no dents and no splits on that side. We'll check the other side now. So again, no dents on this side, and I'm just double checking because sometimes I do miss them, and no splits on that side either. Brake plate is in good condition. Just have a quick look at this fork leg. So again, chrome's perfect on the sliding part. I did notice a little bit of pitting up here, but you can polish that out and it's not a sliding area, so it doesn't really matter, especially if you're not going to be using it as a race bike or to ride. Original exhaust front pipe. It's got a dent here, and they are notorious for splitting on the seam, and it looks like this one has split at some point, and then they've welded it up. So it'd be nice to get a replacement for that. They do Fresco do a nice new front pipe and a nice rear silencer, which make good power. Engine casings and everything like that look in good condition. We'll just have a check underneath the frame. There is a dent here, hopefully you can see, so that'll need a repair. A decent welder will be able to fill that and file it back or grind it back to make it round again if you're having the frame repainted or powder coated, which I know most of you would do. Swing arm looks neat, original foot pegs, original kickstarter's in good condition, which is nice thing to find. Airbox looks to be in good condition, swing arm looks to be in good condition, and the rear wheel, I'll just check for dents and splits on this as well. So this is the original rear wheel as well. The front and the rear wheels were made in December 78 and the bike was made in January 79, so these would have been the original ones. So no dents and no splits in this side. No dents or splits in this side either. Brake plate on this side is in good condition. It's got the chain guide here, so it's got all the vital bits and pieces. We'll just do the gearbox check now, so we'll just check that it's got all of its gears. It should have 5. So spin the wheel, it's in neutral, go down into first gear, up into second, third, fourth and fifth. That's the top of the gearbox, fifth. Back down into fourth, third, second and into neutral. We'll get it fired up now. Literally went, first time I started it, it went third kick, and then obviously that time it just went first kick again, so it's, and the engine sounds great, sounds fantastic. So what I'd suggest anyone who's having the bike, if you're going to ride it, check the piston. I'd be sticking a new piston in and check the bearings and seals and stuff like that, but you don't get them very often in restorable condition like this. So be a great buy for someone who wants one. 1979 Honda CR250. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.